Ooh, now, for those who just now joined us, we're talking to John David Washington. The movie's called Black Klansman. It's in theaters August 10th.
Yeah.
Now, John David, out of everybody who's in your inner circle, who is the hardest person to impress?
Hardest person to impress?
Yes.
My siblings.
Really?
Probably my brother Malcolm Hayes Washington. He's I feel like he's seen it all. That Negro done been here before. This is like another life he's living.
Is he a younger brother or older
He's
brother?
younger, but in age, but well beyond his years in wisdom.
So does he watch like your work and judge
He watches everything, and he I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna put him on Front Street like that. To answer your question, I'm just Malcolm Washington. We don't need to get into it. Just Malcolm Washington. He's hard to impress.
Does he's not in the business at all?
Yeah, no, he's a director. AFI grad.
really?
Yeah, he's a director. Yeah.
Well, you know who I love the most, honey? I just love your mama, honey, Miss Pauletta.
Pauletta Washington.
Pauletta Pierce.
There we go.
Washington,
Appreciate
man.
that. Thank you.
Because, you know, it's amazing because she went to the college that I attended for a semester in North Texas.
Yeah.
And I knew she was there.
yeah.
What people don't realize, don't know, I said, your mama was acting before your daddy was.
Exactly. No, she was on. Like, she
Yeah.
sacrificed her career for her children.
Yeah.
And that's part of the motivation of why I will never stop. I'm gonna be relentless in this pursuit because she put it all. I mean, she was teaching piano lessons at 11 years old in North Carolina. You know, she claims that she says she can't swim or roller skate because she was always rehearsing, always practicing. So she missed some of her youth, childhood due to the concentration of it. So no, I'm extremely proud of her, and people don't really understand or know that she was on, like she was working on Broadway, like on stage before her husband.
Yeah, and she came here a couple of years ago and I met her.
Oh, yeah?
It was nice meeting her.
Oh, cool, man. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah.
I mean, having two parents that are so busy, like growing up, did you ever feel like you were missing? Like,
it was I was excited by it because they were so passionate about what they did. It wasn't about the fame or anything. It was more about the craft. And I saw my father do Shakespeare in the Park when I was 5. What was it, Richard III? And that's when I wanted to be an actor. I was like, oh yeah. I mean, my mom just going to the piano and playing some Beethoven just without any music score there. Like she could just play it on top of her head. It's like freestyling. You know what I mean?
More so seeing him do something live versus something that your dad did on film.
Oh, I don't know about live. I liked it all, but I was there for the process on how they he would recite lines. We would walk the streets of New York sometimes. He would recite the lines. Now is the winter of our discontent. Like I was just being able to. I just loved the process and how that translated onto stage. Same with my mother. You know what I mean? And she was very hands on. I mean, she would pack us lunches every day for school and put little notes and like drawings on the paper bags. Like it was a very personal touch. To me, that's art. That's arts and craft right there. I mean, just the detail that my parents are all about. That's really embedded in me, and I apply it. I applied it to football, and I apply it now. And there's so many, similar things I've learned from football. That concentration to now that I can apply. That's been great for me.
So did you even have to go to acting school, being that you?
HB Studios in Uta Hagen started. West Village, New York.
Okay.
Studied there. Got and no, I'm still training. And that's the beautiful thing about this craft. You got to keep studying. You got to keep growing. You keep hitting the gym. Keep working on the jump shot. You know what I mean? You got to keep. I keep a Shakespeare monologue on deck, ready to go, just in case I need it for an audition.
What's your favorite Shakespeare monologue?
I mean, I got a Petruchio little situation going on. Yeah.
We can't get a taste, could we?
Nah.
Gotta keep that in the bag.
I gotta save that for the audition. I mean, you gonna hire me, or would y'all gotta?
Hey, we're casting for a part on Dish Nation, man. You want to be on an episode?
But I ain't gonna use the Shakespeare for that.
Exactly.
Give us your favorite scene from I don't know, any other Spike Lee joint, or any movie. Shoot, anything your folks have did. Like if you was to reenact the scene.
If I go reenact the scene,
yeah.
I mean, I can't do it on the spot. But I mean, I love Glory growing up. I mean, I loved Jungle Fever.
Oh yeah, we love that.
But then the Tim Burton movies too. A big Christopher Nolan guy. Ed Zwick as well. He did Glory, and and Tony Scott, the late great Tony Scott, may rest in peace. I mean, from obviously Top Gun, but also A Man on Fire, Crimson Tide. Love those films.
Yeah, man.
So John David, what was it like working with The Rock?
Dwayne Johnson. He's the best. I mean, he's so humble to be as the mega star that he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's very professional and he's very kind. He's a great scene partner. It's inspiring to see that no matter how big you get, You know, like in this business, how successful you are, you don't have to be a jerk about it.
Oh, and speaking of, so do you ever talk to Tyrese?
How's that speaking of? No, I don't think so. I don't think I've
like
ever met.
Hollywood is big, but Black Hollywood's small. So sometimes when two guys are beefing, like, sometimes I guess people feel like they got to choose sides in a public war. I think it's dumb. Your friends are your friends. And it is what it is.
Really? Is that how it goes?
But John David, you got The Rock, then you got Tyrese, and then they were working buddies, and then all of a sudden now they're.
I thought aren't they good now? They're good. No? That's what you heard?
The Rock is
Who
like,
told you
yeah,
that?
I don't have to talk to him.
The Rock.
Who told you that?
The Rock.
That's your source.
Yeah.
Well, call him up right now. Let's get him on the phone. Let's see if it's true.
What's his number?
You said you got it from him. You tell me.
Oh no, I got it from this beautiful monitor right here.
You channeled the soul through the internet.
Right. Okay.
But so, man, you're a part of so many blessed situations, man.
Definitely.
We can't wait to see where the star goes from here. Like, I mean, dude, you're like the dude who went to work one day and won the lottery. Like,
man,
dope work.
No, I'll tell you, the first day on set, it was the pilot for Ballers, and there's like 200 extras. We're at this club. We're at Story doing the scene, and the Rock is prepping. He's doing his little prep work before. I'm just like, yo, this is really happening. I can't believe it. I'm like in this. All right, let's go to work. You know what I mean? It's a dream come true. It's the best job on the planet. I mean, it's a privilege to be able to do what we do, to tell stories, to act and to create. You know what I mean? So like when people trip on set and they get on that diva thing, I don't connect with it personally because how could you? Like, this is the best job in the world.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? Period. So in my opinion, I love this.
Well, straight out the gate, you got an acting credit score of 800. You're winning right now. You could pretty much walk in anywhere and get.
It's all about getting better, man. It's all about getting the
you
work.
deliver it in Black Klansman.
That means a lot. Thank you.
To the point where I thought the afro was real. I really did. I was like, yo,
they did a great job.
Really
Hair,
committed.
makeup, and everybody looked good.
Yo, so let's talk about your hip hop credit score.
My hip hop.
Are you a part of the culture? Who you with? Who you rock with? Who's in your top five?
Top five. I no particular order, but I mean, there's Biggie, there's Pac, there's Eminem. I mean, I guess Kendrick put me on the spot right now. Kendrick, Outkast is one of my. See, Outkast, they put together some of my favorite albums of all time. I mean, AT Aliens was like what it was, another planet. When I first heard
and I would imagine going to Morehouse.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean before that though, growing up in L.A. and hearing the cadence and we didn't come a long way like them slam ass cigarettes from Virginia. This ain't gonna stop, so we just gonna continue. I was like, wait, how did he say that? Continue? Does he mean continue? I'm a private school kid. Does he mean continue? So I just loved how affected the accents were and how it blended into the lyrical flow, and it made it so it was so personal. It seemed to be very specific. And finding out what the Martyr was later, when I got here, I mean that's one of my favorite albums of any genre of all time.
Yeah, you're right about a lot of those references. Like, until you come to Atlanta and
you don't know until
like I understood 80% more of what they were talking about ever. Like, just by being in the city.
It brought it all together. And it's interesting, like when living here, when I was living here, listening to their music, and now meeting so many people from the city and then listening to the music, it all came together. I was here for the Young Jock and Jeezy run. That Jeezy run was serious.
Oh, yeah, it was a movement.
The BMF and all that. Movement. That was serious.
Have you ever been in the club when BMF was in the club?
Yeah,
What's your craziest BMF story?
I mean, the ones you hear, like just money everywhere, like suitcases, all black. I mean, I had no problems with it. Shout out to y'all fellas. Good work. I got no issues with them. They showed love when I saw them. It was all good. But just the city was so alive. It was like around 03, 04. Like when Jeezy first hit like that, I went from old school Chevys to I was like, who is this? And then obviously Gucci Mane too. Oh yeah. When that hit, like that Trap House and all that, I was like, man. And T.I. obviously too, just been doing it. So it's just amazing stuff. So when I got to live here and listening to these rappers, it made more sense to me. I started connecting with it even more, getting the fabric. I was able to contextualize it a little better.
Totally get it. Now, going back to your LA life, right? Like when you was a kid going to private school,
right?
I imagine you clearly weren't going to public school with everybody else. All the riff-raff ragamuff, right? Like, I mean,
what? No. I mean, my parents. I was blessed to have a nice, good, wonderful education.
Well, yeah. So who are the other rich and famous kids that you went to school with? Or
rich and famous.
Or who are the other kids of famous parents that were in your class?
Famous parents. I went to school with Jonah Hill. You know,
Okay.
Yeah, the actor, y'all know Jonah?
Yeah,
I heard of him.
Yeah.
Super bad.
Super bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in Scorsese.
Was he still chubby back then?
We all were. I mean, we were kids. You know,
They was eating good.
Yeah. I take pictures like this now. So I have now because I had 3 chins.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like to keep it skinny, and I just do it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was you, Jonah Hill,
Yeah,
same class?
Same class. That's the homie.
Were
man.
y'all tight?
That's the homie. Yeah.
Because you know what we're missing from this like current era of Hollywood?
What we missing?
Who are the Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipe combo guys? You remember when Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes used to do stuff together?
Yeah.
Or back when Richard Pryor used to do stuff with Gene Wilder all the time?
Right.
I would totally be here for a John David and Jonah Hill movie.
Just let it be. Hey, it's out in the ethos now. Let it be known. Let
Y'all
it
didn't
happen.
exchange numbers? Facebook friends at least?
Who, me and you?
No, you and Jonah Hill.
Oh, no, well, you know, hopefully it can happen. You know, he's a very busy man. No, he's a very busy man.
He's not doing that I don't know you thing. Right?
No. He's just a busy man, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all were the only 2 famous ones in your school?
Yep, that's it. No, I mean, I don't know what that means. Famous, I don't know. I went to school with a lot. That's my best friend right there, Dominic. You know, I don't know about famous, but that's...
Yeah, he went to school.
Like any of the members?
I went to school.
Any of the members of 3T or any of the Jackson kids?
Nah, not that I know of.
There's so many.
Maybe they weren't my class. Maybe they're before.
Could be a thing. Well, you know what? You're about to be in a class by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you're paving your own way. You're doing your own thing.
Thank you, sir.
Black Klansman is the movie. August 10th is the release date. And that gentleman over there is John David Washington. He's so cool he could wear a coat like that in July.
Well, it's nice. It's AC in here, so it's nice and cool.
Make some noise one time, y'all. John David Washington.
Yeah, John David.
Yeah.